Hello everyone and welcome to our flight today. And today we're gonna take a short flight from Sao Paulo to Rio de Janeiro. The flight is gonna take about 40 minutes or so. And today we're gonna fly the BBJ2 as always. We're here at Sao Paulo airport. The weather I see it's nice, a bit foggy, but it's all right. So let's get into our aircraft. I really wish that the Pmdg will release soon a more high-res cabin. Today we're gonna fly with the FS2 crew and the built-in ATC. Of the Microsoft Flight Simulator. So let's give the aircraft some power. Okay, and also we tell the FS2 crew first officer to start setting up. So let's start setting up.
Roger.
Good. So I'm gonna put the parking brakes, set the parking brakes on here. All right. And also let's request the catering service for our flight. Okay, so let's jump to the FMC and let's configure our flight. I'm just gonna change the display units real quick here. I always forget to save it. So Pmdg, aircraft displays, and metric and parallel to kilograms, right? And that's all set. FS actions. Okay, so also let's request the fuel truck. For today's flight we're gonna need about 9 kilos of fuel. So let's take 10 just in case. Alright, about the payload today we're gonna fly 48 passengers. At the payload 2,500 here and 2,500 here. Alright. Also, let's wait for the fuel truck to attach to us. Okay, great. So we can see that we start the fuel process. Great. So next. Okay, next we're gonna go to the FMC and select our last position, FS section, payload. The zero fuel weight will be 55.5. Great. Okay, so we are at Sao Paulo, which is Sbgr.
I'm out for the walk around.
Alright. Sbgr, and we flying to Rio de Janeiro, which is Sbgl. Let's uplink our route. This is our route. Very short flight, not something that long. Alright, let's load it up. Also see the flight plan is to fly on the flight level 290, but I think we will request a lower altitude than that later on if it's gonna be possible. So the zero fuel weight is 55.5 as we said before. For the reserve is gonna be 2. The cost index for our flight today is 29. And the flight, the planned altitude is 290. The average winds are 253 at 0.38. Okay, that's it like that. Very well. This I forgot to. Planned fuel for this flight is 10 tons. Okay. For the departure, before I'm gonna continue with the departure, I'm gonna request the clearance from the ATC because they sometimes change our departure. So let's do the clearance and request the IFR plans. Alright, so from our flight plan it was that we were supposed to take off from runway 10 left, but she changed it to
Hi, the security and safety check are all done. Are we good to start boarding?
yes.
Thanks.
Yeah, so she's changed our takeoff to 27, right, which is not actually exists, so we're gonna assume it's gonna be 28, right. We are flying to via vectors, so it's gonna be direct to Rilo. Yeah, good. Now let's get rid of it. Alright, so departure. Right, so takeoff, yeah. Flaps gonna be 5, CG is 2.5, the trim is 5, and this is our V speeds, takeoff speeds. Alright, so off to the MCP panel. V2 is 147. The runway heading is 275. So it's 275 for our heading. All right. And for our arrival airport, we're gonna expect runway 33 for our arrival, so let's set up for it as well. I hope the ATC will not change our approach, but if it does, then we're gonna switch to its approach. Okay, so we're gonna expect runway 33. 0. The final approach course is 263.
I'm back. No issues on the walk around.
Alright, 263 on the other side. Flight directors on. Heading armed. VNAV armed. Autothrottle armed. Great. Let's jump over to the radios. Alright. So for our departure airport, it's going to be 111, that's decimal 9. For the other side as well, 111, that's decimal 9. And for our arrival airport, it's going to be we expect the viewer approach is going to be 112 decimal 3. Alright, 112 decimal 3. Alright. And let's turn on the APU.
Light slope. Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up. Airspeed low. Airspeed low. Sink rate. Pull up. Terrain. Pull up. Don't sink. Don't sink. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Gear. Too low. Flaps. Too low. Terrain. Wide slope. Bank angle. Bank angle. Approaching minimums. 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 2,500. 1,000. 500. 400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Too low. Terrain. TCAS test pass.
Hi, here's the fuel slip.
Okay.
Thanks.
Welcome. Have a nice flight.
So let's switch to the APU power and also let's release the ground power because we do not need it anymore, and the fuel truck. So those are released, and let's see if our first officer is ready for a brief. And he is, so let's run the brief real quick here.
Are you ready for the departure brief? Go ahead. Okay, it's going to be a standard pushback and start off the stand. Taxi route will be assigned by ATC. It'll be a left seat takeoff using rated thrust, landing a flaps 5 takeoff. Anti-ice will be off. Above 80 knots, we will reject for fire, engine failure, loss of control, or wind shear. A crew member noticing the abnormality will clearly state the problem. I will call reject or continue. If the decision is to reject, I will close the thrust levers and disengage auto throttle, observe or apply maximum braking, raise speed brakes, apply maximum amount of reverse thrust consistent with the conditions, and bring the aircraft to a complete stop on the runway, stow the speed brake, and set the parking brake, and advise the cabin, this is the captain speaking, remain seated, remain seated. I'll then perform any necessary memory items or checklists as appropriate. If an evacuation is required, I'll initiate the evacuation checklist. In the event of an engine failure after V1, we will continue the takeoff, rotate at VR, call positive rate, gear up, and cancel the master caution. There will be no other calls below 400 feet. At 400 feet, I'll call for a roll mode, then call confirm the failure. If required, we'll perform any necessary memory items, climb at V2 to V2 plus 20 to 1,000 feet AFL or TOCA, whichever is greater. Retract the flaps on schedule. When flaps have been retracted and at or above flaps up maneuvering speed, call for level change if VNAV is not engaged. Set max continuous thrust and call for the appropriate emergency checklist. We are under our maximum landing weight, so we are okay to make an immediate return. The departure routing will be via ATC vectors. No noise abatement procedures are required. VNAV is armed. Flight directors are on. Mine is master. Yours is slave. Navigation radios are set. The NOTAMs and the aircraft defect log have been reviewed. Any questions, comments, or concerns? No questions. Departure brief complete.
Alright, so let's run the pre-flight checklist. Pre-flight checklist.
Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen.
Tested 100%. Tested 100%.
Tested 100%. Navigation transfer and display switches. Normal. Auto. Windows heat. On. Pressurization mode selector. Auto. Flight instruments.
Heading 077, altimeter 1013.
Heading 077. Altimeter 1013. Parking brake.
Set.
Engine start levers.
Cut off.
Pre-flight checklist completed.
Hi guys, here's the load sheet for you.
Thank you. Thanks.
No problem, have a safe flight.
Hey guys, all packs are on board. Are we clear to close?
Yes.
Thanks. Let me know if you need anything.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our flight today. This is the lead flight attendant speaking. Please direct your attention to the cabin crew for important safety information. There is an instruction card in your seat pocket that illustrates the safety equipment on this aircraft. Regulations require compliance with this information as well as all crew instructions, lighted information signs, and posted placards. Fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal tip into the buckle. Tighten by pulling on the belt. To release your seatbelt, lift the metal flap on the buckle.
Before start
It is our
checklist.
policy that you keep your seatbelt fastened at all
Before
times
start
while
checklist.
seated.
Flight deck door
Doors
closed
are
and
clearly
locked.
marked with exit
MCP.
signs and instructions for door operation. Each door is equipped with an
V2147,
escape slide.
heading 275,
Locate
altitude
the exit nearest you. The nearest exit
11,000.
behind you. In an emergency, lights will illuminate the aisle. The cabin
Altitude
is pressurized. If there is a loss of cabin
1,000.
pressure, a panel will open and oxygen masks will appear. Remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and pull a mask
Altitude
toward you to start the flow of
1,000.
oxygen.
Takeoff
Oxygen will be
speeds.
flowing to the mask even though the bag may not inflate. Cover your nose and mouth with the mask. Place the elastic band around your head. and tighten by pulling on the
V1137,
end.
V-rotate
Secure your own mask
139,
before assisting others.
V2147,
CDU pre-flight.
Your
completed.
seat bottom cushion may be used as a flotation device. Pull up and remove
Completed.
the cushion. Upon exiting
Rudder
the
and aileron
aircraft,
trim.
place your
3
arms around
and
the
0.
cushion and hold on to the
Taxi
strap
and takeoff
located on the back.
Completed.
This is a non-smoking
Anti-collision
flight.
light.
Smoking
On.
is not
Before start
permitted
checklist
in
complete.
the cabin or lavatories. Cabin lights will now be turned off. Reading light buttons are located above your seat. Thank you for your attention.
Roll nose ground chase 1 heavy with Oscar ready to taxi IFR.
Chase 1 heavy taxi to and hold short of runway
Check.
27 right via taxiway Yankee Golf Yankee Alpha Juliet Bravo, Quebec. Contact tower on 1 tree 2.75 when ready.
Taxi and hold short runway 27 right using taxiway Yankee Golf Yankee Alpha Juliet Bravo Quebec chase 1 heavy.
Okay. The good thing about this, so we have the taxiway here. So let's see. Yankee Golf Yankee Alpha Yankee Golf Yankee Alpha. All right. I forgot what his J stands for, you know what? J. Juliet, yeah. Okay, Juliet, Bravo, and then Quebec. Alright. I'm gonna write it down anyway, so I don't need I'm not gonna need to pop it every now and then, so let's see. Yankee Golf Yankee Alpha Juliet Bravo Quebec. Great. Okay, so we are good for pushback, so let's ask for nicely from the GSX to push us a bit back.
Hello, copy. We are ready for pushback.
Start sequence is 1, then 2.
Check.
Departure checks complete. Bypass inserted.
Locking gear. Release parking brakes. Please commence in push. All engines clear. Start at wheel.
Start engine number 1.
Starting engine 1. Oil pressure. Starter cutout. Number 1 stable.
Start engine number 2.
Starting engine 2. Oil pressure.
Please set parking brakes. Wheel your transmission for your engine start.
Well, it's a good start. The G6 haven't crashed us through anything on the ground, so it's a good sign.
Starter cutout.
Almost ground, tail tree 552, requesting pushback.
Number 2 stable.
Tail tree
I hit the
552,
ground.
pushback
We have a good
request
engine
accepted.
start. You can disconnect.
Flaps 5.
Unlocking gear. Total disconnected. Bypassing removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Flight control check complete. Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist. Generators on. Crow heat on. Anti-ice off. Isolation valve auto. Engine start switches continuous. Recall.
Checked. Checked.
Checked. Auto brake. RTO. Engine start levers.
Idle detained.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Ground equipment.
Clear.
Clear. Before taxi checklist completed.
Clear left. Clear left.
Clear right.
Thanks. Alright, let's roll. Okay, so Yankee. Let's see, Yankee Golf, Yankee. Then we have Alpha, right? So, okay. Let's continue to golf. And then we're gonna need to take left to Alpha. Then Juliet, Bravo, and Quebec. All right.
runway 27 right using taxiway Yankee Tree, Yankee Juliet Alpha Lima Bravo, Quebec. Contact tower on 1 tree 2.75 when ready. Taxiing home short runway 27 right via taxiway Yankee Tree, Yankee Juliet Alpha Lima Bravo, Quebec Azul 5062.
Before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist. Flaps.
Flaps 5, green light. Flaps 5, green light.
Stabilizer trim.
5.0 units.
Before takeoff checklist completed.
Roll host tower chase 1 heavy ready for IFR departure runway 27 right.
Chase 1 heavy altimeter 29.9 wind 082 at 6. Cleared for takeoff runway 27 right.
Cleared for takeoff runway 27 right, chase 1 heavy.
Runway entry procedure.
Okay. Cabin crew, take your seats. Clear on the approach. Cabin still not secure. Thrust set, 80 knots.
Check.
V1, rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up. 400 feet.
Chase 1 heavy contact Brazilian center on 126.15. Good day.
Flaps 1.
Speed checked.
Going to 126.15 chase 1 heavy.
Flaps 1 set.
Brasilia Center chase 1 heavy is passing 4,700 feet, climbing 11,000 feet.
Chase 1 heavy Brazilian center altimeter 29.901. Continue to door loop as planned.
Flaps up.
Speed checked. Flaps up, set.
After takeoff checklist. After takeoff checklist.
After takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds. On. Packs. Auto. Landing gear. Up and off. Flaps. Up. No lights. After takeoff checklist complete. Happy to release the cabin crew.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Chase 1 heavy traffic is 1 o'clock, 4
Check.
miles, and 11,900 feet airleft. Report them in sight. On Chile, tree 458, contact
1,000 to level, 10,000.
126.1. Good day. Cam tree 214 traffic is 3 o'clock, 3 miles, at 10,500 feet.
Happy to release the cabin.
Report them in sight.
Okay.
Chase 1 heavy climb and maintain flight level.
Portable electronic
210.
devices may now be used, with the exception of TVs, radios, two-way transmitters, or any other device in a transmit mode, as these devices may interfere with the aircraft's communication and navigation systems.
Going to 126.1 on Chile, tree 458.
Chase 1 Heavy, don't have the traffic.
Tail tree 214 heavy in sight.
Brasilia Center, Chase 1 Heavy. Request flight level 190.
Chase 1 heavy climb and maintain flight level 190.
Climb and maintain flight level 190, Chase 1 Heavy.
Set flight level 190.
Flight level 190 set.
Select LNAV.
LNAV. Autopilot on. 1000 to level.
GOL
Check.
transport tab 1302 climb and maintain flight level 230.
Alright, so because it's gonna be a short flight, so I'm gonna run the approach
Climb and maintain
briefing.
flight level 230. GOL transport tab 1302. GOL transport tab 1302 climb and maintain flight level 290. Climb and maintain flight level 290. GOL transport tab 1302. GOL transport tab 1302 climb and maintain flight level 350. Climb and maintain flight level 350. GOL transport tab 1302. G1 Heavy, you are 700 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain flight level 190. G1 Heavy, did you copy?
Descend and maintain flight level 190 Chase 1 Heavy.
Sorry about that.
Autopilot on.
Transition altitude. Transition set standard.
Standard set. Passing flight level 192. Now. Are you ready for the approach brief? Okay. The arrival routing will be via the ATC assigned star, complying with all published speed and altitude restrictions. For a VOR approach, planning a flaps 30 landing. Final approach fixed altitude is 3,600 feet. Decision altitude is 470 feet. Missed approach altitude is 6,000 feet. Taxi route in will be assigned by ATC. We'll be arriving at a gate. Descent speeds and navigation radios are set. Airport NOTAMs have been reviewed. Any questions, comments, or concerns? No questions. Approach brief complete.
You have control. Yes, please. Yes. Okay. Okay. Okay, never mind. Okay, so Rio de Janeiro is about 111 miles away from us. So it's about 20 minutes flight, something like that. There's two reasons I love flying in South America. Is the views, the airports are beautiful, all the approaches, and the second one, the IRS is lined up very fast in South America, so this is also a pro for the South America. Very beautiful scenery. Got some bumps here, but Everything looking just fine.
Phase 1 heavy contact, Brazilian Center on 124.8. Good day.
Right?
124.8 for Chase 1 Heavy. Brasilia Center, Chase 1 Heavy, flight level 190.
Chase 1 heavy, Brasilia Center. Continue as planned.
Set 127.6, 2 on standby.
Roger.
Set 127.60, 1 on standby.
Set.
Toledo Airport Information Uniform 11000. Wind calm. Visibility 4. Sky condition. Few clouds at 1,900 feet. Brasilia Center, Tam Tree 330, flight level tree 60. Tam Tree 330, Brasilia Center. Continue to Asaro as planned.
Brasilia Center, Chase 1 Heavy. Request 12,000 feet.
Chase 1 Heavy descend and maintain 12,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 12,000 feet, Chase 1 Heavy.
Descent checklist.
Descent checklist. Pressurization. Landing altitude is 50 feet. Recall. Checked auto brake. Level 3. Landing data.
VROF 147. Minimums 407. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Say again. Say again, please.
Landing data.
VROF 147. Minimums 470 feet.
VREF 147. Minimums 470 feet. Approach briefing.
Completed.
Descent checklist completed.
I got confused because always the minimum is 200 feet. That's why I was a bit confused. Transition set altitude. Transition set standard.
One 013. Set passing 17,100. Now.
Let's ask the ATC descent by another 4,000.
Brasilia Center, Chase 1 Heavy. Request 8,000 feet.
Chase 1 Heavy descend and maintain 12,000 feet. Expect 8,000 feet.
Very good.
Descend and maintain 12,000 feet. Expect 8,000 feet, Chase 1 Heavy.
Chase 1 Heavy descend and maintain 9,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 9,000 feet, Chase 1 Heavy. decimal 725 Chase 1 Heavy. Approach Chase 1 Heavy is passing 10,300 feet, descending 9,000 feet.
Chase 1 Heavy, approach altimeter 29.80, continue to GL071 and planned.
Approach Chase 1 Heavy requesting vector to next waypoint.
Chase 1 Heavy, continue to GL071 turning and following heading 110, proceed on course.
Continue to GL071 turning and following heading 110, proceed on course Chase 1 Heavy.
Approach checklist. Oh, you got stuck. Okay.
1,000 to level. Cabin crew, prepare for landing. 10,000.
Approach checklist.
Stand by.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be arriving at our destination shortly. If you are making a connection to
Approach
another flight,
checklist.
please see the customer service agent via
Approach
this flight
checklist.
or video
Altimeters,
monitors inside the terminal for
1009
connecting gate
set.
Speed check.
information. For your continued
Flaps up.
safety, flight attendants will now walk through the cabin to secure it for landing. We'll be collecting all service
1009
items,
set.
newspapers, and any other items you wish to discard or may
1009
not be
set.
taking off
Approach
the
checklist
aircraft with
completed.
you. Also, in preparation for landing, please turn off all electronic devices. Stow these devices and all other carry-on items. Please use caution when opening overhead bins, as items may have shifted during our flight. Please stow your tray tables and return your seats to their upright position, and check the security of your seat belts. We will be landing shortly. Thank you.
Set heading 150.
150 set.
Chase 1 Heavy descend and maintain 8,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 8,000 feet Chase 1 Heavy.
descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their upright position. Make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened and all carry-on luggage is stowed underneath the seat in front of you or an overhead bin. Please turn off all electronic devices until we are safely parked at the gate. Thank you.
Chase 1 heavy descent and maintain 5,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 5,000 feet, Chase 1 Heavy. Approach Chase 1 Heavy requesting vector to next waypoint.
Chase 1 heavy, continue to view turning and following heading 110 resume on navigation.
Continue to Zurich turning and following heading 110, proceed on course Chase 1 Heavy.
Set course your side 326. Set course your side to 236. Set course your side 326.
3, 2, 6, set.
Thank you.
Thousand to level.
Chase 1 heavy, you are 9 miles northeast. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect VOR DME runway. Tree approach by Charlie X-ray India. 145 radio. 12 DME arc. Clear to Charlie X-ray India. Chase 1 heavy descent and maintain 3,600 feet.
Descend and maintain 3,600 feet. Expect for DME runway tree approach via Charlie
Flight
X-ray
deck.
India 145 radio 12 DME.
Okay,
arc.
thanks.
Charlie X-ray
Captain, the
India,
cabin
Chase
is
1 Heavy.
secure.
Okay.
1000 to level.
Flaps 1. Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1 set. Checked.
700 feet.
Descend and maintain 1,700 feet. Chase 1 heavy.
Set flight level 170.
Flight level 170. Set.
Set flight level 017.
Flight level 017. Set.
2500.
Set flight level 060.
Flight level 060. Set.
Set flaps 5. Flaps 5.
Speed checked. Flaps 5 set.
2500.
Checked.
Gear down, flaps 15.
Speed checked. Gear down. Flaps 15 set.
Flaps 30.
Speed checked. Flaps up.
Flaps 30.
Speed checked. Checked. Flaps up.
Flaps 30.
Check. Landing checklist. Engine start switches.
Tower on 118.2. Chase 1 heavy. Leo Tower, chase 1 heavy 7 miles southeast inbound for DME runway tree approach.
Chase 1 heavy to Leo Tower. Altimeter 29.8010 tree F5. Clear VOR DME runway tree approach.
Cleared VOR DME runway tree approach. Chase 1 heavy.
Chase 1 heavy 10 tree F5. Clear to land runway tree.
Cleared to land runway tree chase 1 heavy.
Traffic. Approaching minimums.
Stable.
Minimums. Floor 100.
Speed brake up. Reverser's normal. 60 knots.
G1 heavy turn next taxiway.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the conclusion of our flight. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign and the aircraft is parked safely at the gate. This will be your indication it is safe to move about the cabin, gather your belongings, and disembark. We'd like to thank you for flying with us today. We appreciate your business and hope to see you again on a future flight.
G1 heavy turn next taxiway. G1 heavy contact ground on 121.65.
The Leo Tower, Chase 1 Heavy, say again.
G1 heavy contact ground on 121.65.
Going to 121.65, Chase 1 Heavy. Galileo Ground, Chase 1 Heavy, request taxi to the gate.
APU on the buses.
Chase 1 heavy taxi to gate Alpha 20 via taxiway Charlie Bravo Lima 3 Kilo Lima 2.
Taxiing to gate Alpha 20 via taxiway Charlie Bravo Lima 3 Kilo Lima 2, Chase 1 Heavy.
Three minutes.
supposed to park somewhere. No. Yeah. Lights and doors. Lights and doors. Never mind. Parking brakes set. Engine start. Shutdown checklist. Shutdown checklist. Okay, never mind. So the flight FS2 crew officer is not with us anymore. Let's do everything ourselves then. Alright, so go hit off. Okay. And we're gonna secure the aircraft also. Yeah. Okay, let's press the power unit. IRS off. Parking brakes released. Very well. Ground. APU is off. packs off. Emergency lights off, battery off, and everything is set. And that's everything for today. Thank you very much for watching if you did, and I hope to see you soon.